That's one of the better Jesus sports-themed paintings I've seen. It's very good. Nice.
Are you a knock?
I'm sorry?
Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy star as a mismatched crime-fighting duo in The Heat. One's uptight and professional, the other's a scruffy street cop. Can the two together bring down a drug kingpin? Perhaps. But there's a bigger question at hand first.
Are you a boy or a girl?
It's a fair question. I'm female.
No kidding.
All woman.
From the get-go? No operation?
From birth, yes.
How you get that close to shave on your face?
Catherine, Sandra Bullock for me is funny. Melissa McCarthy's funny. Are they funny together?
Oh, they're so funny together. Yeah, I love this.
I thought it was good.
It's great. And, you know, it was called Untitled Female Buddy Cop Comedy for a long time. That could have been its final title. And it is exactly that. It's a buddy cop movie that's very well written and that involves women. And it's not just that, oh, it involves women, and so, you know, we're just transporting that, and so, you know, whatever, you don't need to mention it. But what it does is that it brings that element, not just in terms of the sexism thing that they have to battle, but also in terms of the gags. So they have the scene where they're holding up the criminal by his legs to try and make him talk. But because they're women, they're not strong enough to hold on to him. Which, you see, I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's not a kind of a femme comedy. It's just a funny comedy.
The comedy here is actually pretty broad. There's a lot set around Melissa McCarthy's character's family, and they're a Boston family, so they sit around the dinner table and they yell at each other and they talk in a, I can't do the accent, but maybe you can.
No, I don't think I can, Henry. But I mean, there's a very funny scene with the family where they're saying to Sandra Bullock's character, "You're knock," and she can't understand what they're saying. But yeah, you're not, and because they're saying knock, and she doesn't understand.
Yeah.
But it's very, very well done. It's very well played. It plays absolutely to the two people that it was presumably written to. And so there's even jokes in that dinner scene where they're sort of, they can't believe that Sandra Bullock wasn't either born a man or sort of at some point sort of switched or something, which is really quite a kind of a brave joke to make it yourself. You know, it's written, that's the other thing about it. It's a double vehicle, it's a tandem for these two people, and it's brilliantly done as that. You know, and so it is broad, and so, but you know, you don't have that many kind of fat jokes from Melissa McCarthy as you did in other things, and you know, she doesn't have the sort of bridesmaids diarrhea scenes, and you know, it spins it.
Paul Feig has made 2 films with Melissa McCarthy now, and they're about to make another one. Is she the De Niro to his comedy Scorsese?
Or the Gosel to his Refn, maybe. Yeah, I mean, which is great, and it's interesting comparing it to Only God Forgives and Drive, if Bridesmaids is the Drive, because Drive was the sort of massive mainstream hit that didn't kind of, you know, that kind of went all out to be entertaining to some extent. And this is more all out to be entertaining than Bridesmaids, I think. You know, Bridesmaids was quite baggy, you know, it was a bit overlong. This is a bit baggy too, but not as bad. And Bridesmaids had the sort of Chris O'Dowd thing, which was sort of attractive and appealing and all that, but it wasn't central. This doesn't have any love interest really at all. It just keeps it absolutely pumping out the laughs in the same way that Conjuring pumped out the sort of shocks, you know, throwing in all the kind of endless horror stuff. This does the same with comedy. And I like that. That works for me.
So this is Paul Feig's soul on screen?
No, that's exactly my point, Henry. This is not Paul Feig's soul. And it's not even Melissa McCarthy's soul. It's an absolute subjugation of soul in service of your audience, which is a very good thing.
The FBI has jurisdiction.
No, not in there.
Will you stop?
They're not in there.
Knock it off, Mullins.
What is she doing?
She's looking for my balls.
Hey, if anyone sees the captain's balls, let me know. They're about this big. They're like really, really tiny little girl balls. If little girls had balls.
When you go back to your hometown, you feel alienated.
I suggest you get on your way.
Most of the parts that I play are just things that I got.
It's that thing when you...
There's a more true version of yourself.
You got a very attractive young lady over there staying with you.